Carbon monoxide kills more Americans every year than all venomous animals combined. It has no color. It has no smell. It gives you a headache that feels exactly like the flu, and then it kills you while you are deciding whether to call a doctor. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, it causes around 430 unintentional deaths annually in the United States, with 64% of those happening inside the home. The deadliest substance in your house is invisible, and you almost certainly have at least one source of it within 20 feet of where you sleep. It is the last weekend of March 2015 in Princess Anne, Maryland. Rodney Todd Sr. is 36 years old and raising 7 children alone in a yellow ranch house on the eastern shore. The family has no electricity. The power was cut after the utility company found an irregular meter connection. To keep the family warm and the lights on, Todd bought a generator. He ran it inside the house. The children range in age from 6 to 15. Their names are Cameron, Zihim, Tyjuziana, Tycaria, Tynijuzia, Tynaya, and Tybreia. On a Facebook post from Christmas that year, Todd photographed a lit tree surrounded by presents, and he wrote, "This what my kids." Christmas looked like this year. In January, he posted a photo with the words, "Real men take care of their children." He had no way of knowing that carbon monoxide builds up inside an enclosed space, even when windows appear ventilated. He had no way of knowing that the gas is heavier than air, that it settles at floor level where sleeping children breathe, that it produces headaches and disorientation that mimic illness, and that by the time a person realizes something is wrong, they often cannot stand up. On April 7th, 2015, a coworker reported Todd missing after not seeing him for 10 days. Police entered the home. The generator had run out of gas. All 8 bodies were found. We will come back to what the carbon monoxide toxicology of that scene looked like and what it tells us about the window between exposure and death. First, you need to understand what carbon monoxide actually does to the human body, because the mechanism is what makes it so difficult to recognize and so fast to kill. Carbon monoxide does not suffocate you the way drowning does. It does not fill your lungs. It binds to hemoglobin, the protein in your red blood cells that carries oxygen from your lungs to every organ in your body. The carbon monoxide molecule binds to hemoglobin 200 times more tightly than oxygen does. Once it binds, it does not let go. Your blood continues to circulate, but it delivers carbon monoxide instead of oxygen to your brain, your heart, and every other organ that depends on a continuous oxygen supply. The first symptoms, headache, mild nausea, slight fatigue, arrive when roughly 10% of your blood's hemoglobin has been converted. This level produces effects that are effectively identical to a common flu or a tension headache. There is no pain signal distinctive to carbon monoxide. There is no smell. The gas does not irritate the airways the way smoke does. Your body has no dedicated detection system for it, because for most of human evolution, the only significant source of carbon monoxide was open flame, which produced visible smoke as a warning signal. Gas furnaces, generators, and car exhaust produce no such signal. At 20% conversion, confusion, and poor judgment set in. This is the critical window that kills people. A person at this level knows something is wrong. They are not incapacitated, but their judgment is already impaired enough that they often make the wrong decisions, going back to sleep, attributing symptoms to illness, or moving more slowly than the situation requires. The CDC documents multiple cases where people died at this stage after deciding to lie down and rest. At 40% conversion, a person loses consciousness. At 60%, death occurs. This progression from first symptom to death can happen in under 2 hours in an enclosed space with a running generator, according to the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. Now back to Princess Anne, Maryland. The generator Todd used was a standard consumer unit. Running indoors in an enclosed house, it would have reached a lethal concentration of carbon monoxide in the living areas within roughly an hour. The family was asleep. The symptoms that might have woken them, the headache and the nausea, were already being masked by sleep and mimicked nothing that would trigger alarm. The one device that could have saved all 8 lives costs between $20 and $40. A carbon monoxide detector, mounted on the wall within 15 feet of each bedroom door, would have alarmed at concentrations far below the dangerous threshold. The Todd family did not have one. In November 2015, a restaurant employee named Ryan Baldera was working the closing shift at a Buffalo Wild Wings in Burlington, Massachusetts. A cleaning crew mixed an acid-based floor cleaner with a bleach-based sanitizer. The combination produced chlorine gas. 14 customers and employees became ill. Baldera, 32, died. The Massachusetts medical examiner confirmed chlorine gas inhalation as the cause of death. The incident made national news as a restaurant accident. The chemistry that caused it happens in private homes every day. Bleach, sodium hypochlorite, is in a large percentage of bathroom cleaners, disinfecting sprays, and mold removers. Ammonia is in most glass cleaners, many floor cleaners, and standard window spray. When mixed, they produce chloramine gas. When bleach is mixed with any acid-based cleaner, including vinegar and many toilet bowl cleaners, they produce chlorine gas, the same compound used as a chemical weapon in World War I. In 2021, the United States National Poison Data System recorded 3,480 human exposures to chloramine gas from household mixing. Nearly all were unintentional. About 500 required treatment at a medical facility. The reason people mix them is the same reason they seem safe separately. Both are common. Both are widely available. Both work. The instinct is that combining 2 cleaning products makes a stronger cleaner. The chemistry says something different entirely. This means that the 2 most dangerous chemical combinations in most homes are not found under warning labels marked hazardous. They are found under the kitchen sink, in the cleaning cupboard, in the products that get used every week. A generator in an enclosed space plus a sleeping family. A bottle of bleach and a bottle of glass cleaner used one after the other in a bathroom with the door closed. This also means that the gap between a household accident and a fatality is often a single piece of information held by one person in the family. The Todd family did not have a carbon monoxide detector. Ryan Baldera's employer did not have a chemical safety protocol for the cleaning products in use that night. 1 device. 1 label read. 1 door opened for ventilation. These are not heroic acts. They are available to anyone. The device that could have saved 8 lives in Princess Anne, Maryland, in 2015, costs less than a takeout meal. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends 1 on every floor of your home, and within 15 feet of every bedroom door. Rodney Todd bought a generator to keep his children warm. He was doing exactly what a devoted father does. He did not know about the chemistry. He did not know about the detector. He did not know because no one had told him. That information existed. It was just somewhere else.